Okay, let's go ahead and get started. This problem is very similar to problem number one in the ATCO workbook. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. First thing I always recommend you do when looking at these word problems is underline the answer or what information they're asking for in the answer. And in this question, they're asking for pounds per day. There's that magic word again, per. So this is telling me that I'm going to have to calculate pounds and then that's going to be divided by the number of days, but there's only one day, so really I need to calculate the total number of pounds over that 24-hour period. So let's take a look at some of the information that's supplied. I'm told that we are pumping 45 gallons per minute with a specific gravity of 1.15. So that's enough information for me to come up with an answer in pounds per day, because I can convert gallons into pounds, and of course I can determine how many minutes there are in a day. So if I'm pumping, let's say 1 gallon per minute, then I would know at the end of a day I would have 1,440 gallons. So it's actually a pretty simple conversion. I multiply gallons per minute times the number of minutes in a day would get me to gallons per day. And then from there, all I need to do is convert gallons into pounds to get my final answer in pounds per day. So let's do the simple conversion first, and that would be the 45 gallons per minute. 45 gallons per, so I'm going to set it up like this so we can practice setting these up for some of the more complicated problems. 45 gallons per minute, or divided by 1 minute. 45 gallons per minute. And now I need to know how many minutes there are in a 24-hour day. Of course, there are 60 minutes in an hour, and then 24 hours in a day. So 60 times 24 comes out to 1,440 minutes in a day. And once you do enough of these problems, you're going to remember, you're going to have memorized how many minutes there are in a day, how many seconds there are in a day, and so on. So, of course, minutes in this case cancels out. And if we multiply 45 times 1,440, that's going to tell us how many gallons per day we're talking about. 45 times 1,440 would be 64,800 gallons per day. So I know how many gallons per day I'm pumping. Now I have to figure out how do I convert from gallons to pounds. So there are a couple things here. We don't know how much a pound of this unknown liquid weighs, but they did tell us that it has a specific gravity of 1.15. And remember from discussing specific gravity, basically what that is a ratio between an unknown substance and water. So if we know the specific gravity of water is 1.0, and we know that water weighs 8.34 pounds per gallon, and we also know that the specific gravity of this unknown liquid is 1.15, We can now determine how many pounds a gallon of this unknown liquid is by multiplying 8.34 pounds per gallon times a specific gravity of 1.15. So let's go ahead and do that. 8.34 times 1.15 equals 9.59 pounds per gallon. So now we have enough information to solve our problem. We know that we have 64,800 gallons per day. We also know that we have 9.59 pounds for every gallon. We can cancel out gallons, and what's left over is going to be pounds per day, which is what they were asking us. So let's go ahead and multiply that out. And it comes to, when I multiply it out, 621,497 pounds per day.